Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. It's been a good season for them so far, and they're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
On first down, Meyer. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
back to Stevenson on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. Douglas, the man in motion. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
You look at this Patriots defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Second and 4. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Check, 53 flight. Check, 53 flight. So we got man, Mark 70, Mark 70. 70 range, 70 range. 53 flight, 53, check 53.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Again, it's Stevenson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Right back to him on first down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. Bourne going to go in motion right here. Running left is Stevenson. Oh, good move. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
Now receiver in motion left. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Meyer finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, Meyer. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
A final shot before break. Meyer. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, and they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. James Cook, a touchdown run in the victory.
A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. But the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Throwing to start the drive. Meyer. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Meyer. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
53 is the mic. They can't hang with us.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Hassan Reddick from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Come on. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Okay, double. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Kill.
Straight ahead, Gibson. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
4 down. 47 the mic, boys. 47. Check. 47. Watch the run.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Keon White, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Back to throw. Meyer. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Patriots will take over here at their own 14-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds Douglas complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. He'll look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw. Clemens. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. They'll run with Gibson, and that should do it. He's got a 1st down, and the Patriots can run it out from here. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 53.
Back to throw. Clemens, throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for New England, they make NFL history with this, their 17th win without a loss, a perfect 17-0 on the regular season. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 4-13 campaign. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.